As the new season started for Spring Anime 2023 LUL, I started to get hyped for new season renewals such as Demon Slayer, Konosuba, and, Dr. Stone. And even newcomers like MASH, Hell's Paradise, and even fucking Dangers in my heart. I noticed that there was a certain series that got actually animated. It was Oshi No Ko. It was talked a lot about on Giga's video. If you guys have seen that before, I'll show it in the screen right now if you wanted to, but anyways. I watched a little bit of his video before, but I actually don't remember it that much since it's been, I don't know how many years. I'll probably display it on board, but whatever. All I knew about the story was that it was just about a popular idol girl in Japan. But as soon as I saw it came up with the anime adaptation, I was just like, let me see what Giga's talking about. Because I don't know what inspired him to make a whole ass video about it, but let's just check this out. I saw this one episode. It was an hour and a half long. Am I watching an anime or a movie? But anyways, I decided to suck it up like a little whiny baby. And I got something entirely different. So I finally figured out why this story is so freaking good. In the first part of the anime, we get introduced to this guy named Goro. He has a weird obsession with idol girls, so I was like, man, you a grown-ass man. You watching little girls. Even the nurse called him out for it. We do get an explanation to why he watches idols, because he met a patient named Serena that really liked idols as much as I do when it comes to no-lifing fucking Destiny too. Serena talks mostly about how idols, how they look cool and pretty and stuff, especially to a certain idol named Ai Hoshino. Don't worry, we'll get back to her later. But anyways, while this is happening, Serena says this while talking about it. I wish I could be like that in my next life. The doctor kind of, downplays it, saying don't be silly, why the fuck would you say that? Like, why? But then she gives more explanation to why she said that. Have you thought about what it would be like to be the child of a celebrity? Like, if you had the looks and connections from birth. I'm pretty sure everyone had that, even including their mamas and stuff. Because, shit, even I decided one time in my life that I kind of wanted to be John Cena's son at one point. So after the conversation was over, Goro said to her, why not just become an idol yourself if you like him so much? And so, they came to an agreement. Once she was discharged from the hospital, he would become her fan. Sadly, she did pass away though. But I guess you could say the doctor carried on liking, watching Serena's favorite idol to honor her. But the nurse still calls him out for that, so. After that scene though, it said that I got sick for some reason, so she's on hiatus for a while. But the doctor does get called in for a patient. And guess who it is? Yeah, it's I. Yeah, it's I. And she's pregnant! But not only that, but with twins! So, damn, she got real fucking busy. At first I thought she was with her husband and stuff, but no, that was just her manager. But if I do know one thing about the industry, and especially her type of industry, having a baby is a fucking no-no. After having a brief meeting with their manager and the doctor went up to go to the rooftop and, take a refresh breather and all that stuff. And so she came along as well. They both have a conversation to see if, if she would continue this whole idling business thing if she got kids. Of course, she said yes, but there's a reason for that. It's because she never really had a family before. Which to me kind of sounded a little bit risky because, I wouldn't want to have a, whole ass mob going to my house and killing me for having a kid. But I digress. She then goes on to say, idols are objects of worship. They sparkle through the magic of lies. Lies are the most exquisite of love. She's not wrong, Sometimes lies do make the world go around. Like your father when he lied to you about getting the milk, but he never came back. But when it comes to lying though, it comes at a cost of happiness as well, because even I said that herself. But she wants to have both, so why not? I will admit though, when I first saw this, man, she sure is playing a game of chess because one wrong move can fuck everything up for everybody. But, whatever. Soon though, Garo made the decision that he's gonna help her as a doctor and a fan. And so they go through a whole montage of like helping her out and getting prepared for the birth and stuff. So until we get to the big day, the big expected day, I was like, okay, well this is going well. The doctor said he got to go home though and get get ready for like the big day. But out of nowhere, somebody comes up and just say, hey, yo, what's up? Like guy in a big dark robe, like a hooded figure, like he's gonna rob you or something. I felt creeped out at first because like they came out of fucking nowhere. But he started to say some weird shit saying that is I here, and the only people that know that is her manager and the doctor himself. So yeah, that kind of sparked something in the doctor as well. So he fucking called him out for it, and then he started running. So the doctor chased after him and all that stuff until he got lost. He couldn't even find him, but little did you know he was behind him and then he pushed him off a cliff. Yeah, he fucking killed him. And before that, his life was flashing before his eyes. Thinking of the words Serena said to him one time. Have you thought about what it would like to you to be a child of a celebrity? And then everything goes to black. Ooh. The doctor then starts to wake up and notices that he's a kid? Not just only a kid, but Ai's kid. I was like, oh, okay, so he got reborn. Not sure when he became conscious around that because it looked like he aged like 2 years or something like that. He looked like a little baby kid, but I mean, we all did that too. So around 5, I gained consciousness and I fucking screamed, "Where am I? Huh?" Not only that he was just reborn, he even kept his intellect and what he did back then in the past of his old previous life too. I was like, okay, that clearly gives you advantages in life. There's no fucking way. That's like a hack. He cheat coded the game. Like he's a new game +1 or something like that. Like Dark Souls. His new name is also Aqua, and also the twin that I mentioned beforehand is named Ruby as well. I can already picture some names that are related to that before that I know of. So, as soon as I saw this, I was like, it's gonna be one of those slice of life animes. It's just like go around in a new life as a kid and stuff, as an idol, as a mother. I was like, what's the point of like this whole big revelation? Well, am I missing something or like what's gonna happen? Like, so I just kept watching. But the more that I got into this anime, it really goes into the nitty gritty of things of how the entertainment industry works. Like for instance, the way other people around her act towards idols and stuff. They really are pieces of shit talking shit behind the camera. So, but there is this one part where I gets on stage for the first time, well, for Aqua and Ruby's first time, and it just shows that those motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up and just listen. The animation in the scene was really mind-blowing. It came out of nowhere out of left field. I thought this was gonna be like just a plain old anime, which is a boring ass fucking animation, but I will give it credit. I will give it credit for it, but it was pretty good. We still do get a revelation that Goro wasn't the only one reborn like him, because Ruby starts talking in full ass sentences while watching Ai on the TV. But it is anime, so I mean, what are you gonna do about that? We don't know who she is, so I can get a quite of a guess what it is. But some of the other stuff came up, like the manager's wife wanted to expose Ai and the company because she got fed up with the shit of babysitting them and not getting a chance with a hot actor. Like, bruh. So the twins became a gods for a moment to shut her ass up, so I thought that was pretty funny and clever. We do get a 1-year time skip. Ai gets more gigs now, she got into a drama TV show, and not only that, Aqua did get noticed by a director on the set because, well, he was thinking out loud and talking like a grown-ass man for some odd reason. So, and the director told him, how about you work with me, man? Ain't that about that? He said no, and left and went home, but he noticed that when he got home and watched the TV show with his mother, she wasn't really in it that much. And he like called him up and said, hey, why isn't she in it? Well, to sum it up, basically, she was a little bit too pretty for the other actresses. Because you can't really take the spotlight if you're not the main character in a TV show. So the director and Aqua made a deal. If she was to take place in another, film, she can get all the screen time in the world, but you gotta be in it too. So I was like, damn, that's devil's advocate right there. But I could be using that term wrong. After that whole convo, though, there was a line that the director said that really got to me. This isn't a place for art, but rather one for business. This line is one of the many reasons why I made this video in the first place, because it's kind of the hard truth in this world nowadays. Unless you're up in the big dogs entertainment, no matter how talented or artistic you are nowadays, you're gonna go nowhere. Man, now that I think about it, being a hotshot in the spotlight kind of sucks ass. Holy shit. So anyways, Aqua goes to the set, meets one of the other child actors, goes insano style in the acting, makes the kid cry, easy claps, boom boom boom. But anyways, after the whole shit went down, Aqua soon finally finds out that the person who was reborn with them is basically Sabrina. I mean, it was kind of obvious in the first place, the way she was acting, the way she was fauntalizing over, Ai and stuff. It kind of gives you a fan mentality. We do get some thoughts about like what Sabrina thinks about the whole situation of being, reborn. She thinks it's amazing. But there was an incident at her school when we got to the school, arc, basically. It's not really an arc, it's like a mini thing. They said they had to do a dance routine, but Sabrina, aka Ruby, can't do it because she still remembers her old life. Basically, she feels like shit. Like feel like she can't really do anything. Like she's constantly back in like the know. This whole thing gets resolved by I coming in as a mother, just doing her job. We did finally get to the big thing that I and pretty much everybody who's watching this video wants to know. Where's the dad in all this shit? Because he was never mentioned up till now since I was thinking about it. Like, I think it's time for them to meet their dad because, Aqua and, Ruby had a conversation like, who the fuck was our dad? Like, are we adopted or something like that? So, she came to the conclusion, like, might as well call him. Might as well bring him in for a little secret visit. So, after that, we finally get to know that she's going to perform in a dome stadium, which basically means you made it to the top. You an all-star, baby. We're looking out for everybody. I was like, okay. This seems like this is going to be just about idols and how the show business works. But I still wondered to my head, why is this anime good in the first place? Why is everyone talking about it? Like, there's no reason. As soon as I saw this scene, my mind was blown. I did not think that was going to happen because there was a scene building up to it, thinking that was going to be the father. But in reality, it was the stalker that we forgot all this whole time. At that point, shit hit the fan real quick. The stalker was going on a rant saying that you never loved us, basically. You never even remembered what I was in the first place, and everything was a lie. But even after I was stabbed, she even kept saying that she still loved him no matter what. She even still remembered who this guy was, because he came to mostly all the photograph signings and stuff beforehand. She goes on saying to them that the lies were expressing her love towards them, and she still wants to love them too. Even after, unaliving her. But, man. After what she told him, the stalker soon ran away because he obviously felt like now he fucked up. And he should have never done that. During that whole commotion, Ruby and Aqua were witnessing the whole thing, watching their own mother die in front of their own faces. This scene was really tough to watch because, man, it was kind of, graphic. You had to watch it for yourself in order to see it because, man, this is peak, I guess you could say. But anyways, before she passed away, she did wanted to leave behind not a lie, but the truth actually, saying that she loved Aqua and Ruby. After the whole string of events happened, news broke out that she was murdered, and after 3 days, she was forgotten about. That's usually how it goes in media, because after like a certain buzz happens in between you or something like that, and something like important, it starts to fizzle out and just everybody forgets it. Soon her funeral happens, and we all wondered, how the hell does the stalker actually know all this? That she even had kids, where she was giving birth as well, and where she even lived too. All this information was getting leaked somehow. Aqua was thinking the same thing too. But the thing is though, we came to the conclusion that who's the mastermind pulling all the strings? It only could have been one person. It was their father. And so this turns into I guess you could say a revenge story now at this point. But I'm not gonna lie though, Aqua seems like he has those psycho eyes now at this point, and the one goal now is to find his father and kill him. Or unalive him, I don't know. I'm kind of, stretching it at this point. We're trying to censor kill, but, whatever goes. Overall, I do see this story having a lot of potential for the fact that he has to murder his dad, take revenge upon I. But the way this is going to go and climb up the ladders for the entertainment industry, it's not going to be easy, but man, I guess we have to figure out to find out, so. I really highly recommend that you check this out, whoever's watching this. And overall, this video is already long enough, so I guess we'll end it here. See ya. Look, I know that this video took a while to get processed and stuff. Episode 2 is already out though, but I forgot to mention that eyes kind of look familiar. Kind of reminds you of someone from Ragnarok. Yeah, I'm just saying.